For over 25 years, we've been monitoring, managing, and researching threatened and endangered terns on the Isles of Shoals. Terns choose to breed on White and Seavey Island because it's a protected island location. It's many miles off the coast, which protects it from predators. Also, these birds have bred on this same island for year after year. So protecting these locations is particularly important because we know they're likely to come back here to breed in the future. Baby terns are what we call precocial. That means that when they're hatched, their eyes are open, they're pretty fluffy, and they're just about ready to walk on day one. Baby terns spend their time eating, ideally. They'll eat anything that their parents bring to them that they can swallow. Otherwise, they need to hide a lot of the time because they nest in really dense nesting colonies where there's a lot of competition and potentially aggression from other neighboring adults and chicks. Common terns primarily eat fish, although sometimes you'll see them eating invertebrates like shrimp or krill or even little squid. During the summer, adult seabirds have to feed their chicks fish that are appropriate size. They can only travel so far away from the colony to catch those fish in order to bring them back, and they're only fishing in water that's relatively shallow, so the very top portion of the water. As fish populations are changing with changes in water temperature, sometimes the availability of fish within those constraints that the birds have to stick to can change. Every year, a team of researchers spends the summer on the island. We sit in observation blinds, we watch as adult terns come in to feed their chicks, and we record how often the chicks are being fed, what type of fish, how large are the fish. Terns feed their chicks whole fish, which means that as they fly into the colony, you can actually observe the fish that they're bringing in through binoculars if you're sitting there in an observation blind. And by recording this data in the same way year after year, we can monitor how their diet is changing over time. What we're seeing is that the abundance and distribution of fish that these birds can actually eat may be moving outside of the range that these birds forage within, and that makes it harder for them to get enough fish to feed their chicks. It's typically very difficult to monitor and study very small fish, but terns are excellent at finding and catching these small fish in the environment. So fisheries managers and scientists who want to learn about young age classes of fish really have a hard time finding good data. Using tern diet data, which is specifically looking at these young age classes of fish, can provide scientists with information that they can't find any other way. We care about terns not only because they're a threatened and endangered species, but also because they can teach us so much about the marine environment. They can teach us about the health of the system, about the fish in the ocean, all things that we rely on as well.